Entrepreneur. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled A Couple of More Simple Proven Marketing Ideas for Small Business Owners and Service Providers, ladies and gentlemen, who are totally convinced this marketing stuff simply will not work for them. Nothing could be further from the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this video is to show you why, if you're of that mindset that says, these marketing ideas for these small business owners or service providers, this is only for the Fortune 500 type of companies. Entrepreneur, you are nothing short of dead dog wrong. And to prove it, I want to show you a very powerful example. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to somebody. This is one of my coaches. This is Donna Merrill, and she actually, her husband, David Merrill, this is a team. They both have separate blogs. They're both top bloggers in the world, and they're top internet marketers. But that's not why I'm turning you on to her. In fact, that's her blog address up there at www.donnamerrilltribe.com. The reason why I'm sharing you is this. Just yesterday, 6/19/2014, today is 6/20/2014, Donna left this comment because I had written a blog post about lead generation strategies. And I want you to stop the video and see where I have it in red enclosed there. I want you to read that. But I'm going to paraphrase for you. Basically, what she said when she was reading my post is, Mark, you took me back to when I was working offline. She used to do psychic readings in a brick and mortar business. And here's one of the strategies that she used to use very successfully. She would have people who would host these parties, and as long as she could get 10 people to attend the parties, and I don't know if that's accounting her and the person who sponsors the party, but 10 people, she would give the host a free reading. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what happens when she did this free reading and the other people saw, her demonstrate her expertise. What do you think happened? Bingo. Some of the other people absolutely want to get a psychic reading. Now, the point is, Donna said she also did corporate engagements, and she said she made buku money. And she said she used to make so much money, she actually had to outsource some of this to help them out, help her out because her customer base was so large. Now, right here, I want to just stop. And Donna doesn't need my help with marketing, okay? She's my coach, but I just want to share something with you here. I just want to do a quick little variation off this to hopefully expand your thinking. I don't know what psychics charge, but I'm just going to use some numbers to try to get a concept conveyed. Let's say she charges $75 for a reading, X, it doesn't matter. And she says to a person who's interested in her services, hey, there's a couple of ways we could work together. A, you can pay retail, $75, or I'm going to give you these 5 gift certificates. I'm going to date them, so they're 14 days out. After 14 days, they expire, the savings is gone, and the people, if they still want to use them, redeem them, they pay retail. But here's the thing. If I get 3 or more of these, I'll do your psychic reading for half price. On the other hand, if I get less than 3 or none, then I'll give you 15% off. So in other words, she's trying to make it incentive based for her to these people to go out there and really hustle it out. Or if you host a party and at least 10 people are in attendance, I'll do the reading for free. But if you have anything less than 10, even if it's 9, I'll give you 30% off. So either way, they're going to make out. And the point is, no matter what happens, she's going to do some business with these people. So my point, what I'm trying to show you with that example is, ladies and gentlemen, don't just see the tree, meaning the example. See the forest of possibilities. If I say to you 8 plus 2 is 10, I don't want you seeing those 2 numbers. What I want you to see is mathematically I took 2 numbers to get to a third. In this case, I took 8, I added it with 2, I got 10. So in your mind, if you can't do 8 plus 2, can you do 10 divided by 2? Can you do 14 minus 4? That's what I mean by concepts. So Donna was basically saying that she took these same concepts and applies them, her and her husband, to their current online business. So I was just so excited when I replied to her comment, that I just said, I got to make a video about this. So that's why I'm bringing you this video. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can see on that note how no matter what your small business product or service is, you can and should be employing these proven marketing ideas for small business owners and or service providers. So on that note, for those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line, and you're going to do it in the next 90 days or less, this video should have given you an idea of how that's possible. And you don't want to have to add any new customers or clients, then ladies and gentlemen, you really need to grab that free 9-page special report. And if you head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales, that's where you can get it. Now, I just have a quick question for you. Ladies and gentlemen, who else do you know in business right now who's struggling, could use some help? Do they respect your opinion? Because if they do, I want you to forward this video to them and help them out. They're going to thank you for it later. If, on the other hand, you're wondering what you need to do to get to the next level with your business, product, or service, you're tired of struggling, then you need to grab your free 22-part Small Business Marketing Mastery Series for several reasons. The first is my free gift to you on top of the free 9-page special report. It's a $97 value. And ladies and gentlemen, if for whatever reason you decide the inner circle is not for you, you're free to unsubscribe. But I want you to know something else incredibly important. Just because the Small Business Marketing Mastery Series may not be of value to you, guess what? There's some men and women out there who are struggling, and when you introduce the two of us and we put together a JV, meaning me and this person you introduced me to, guess what I'm going to do for you? For the lifetime of the venture, as long as it's active, I'm going to give you 50% of whatever I get. So in other words, we're going to be 50-50 partners. So you see, even though you may not personally find any value in the Small Business Marketing Series, it's very possible somebody you know will. That's how interesting and profitable it just might be for you. So on that note, this is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again next time on the Marketing Minute.